Hi Fabulous One, welcome to another episode of What's the One Thing. This is episode 4, I think, from memory, and if you're keen to check out the others that came before this, you can do that on my YouTube channel where they're ready and waiting for you. Today's question is, what's the one thing you suggest doing when you have the day or a certain chunk of time ahead of you, but you're so overwhelmed with feeling that there are a million things to do on your list that you don't know where to start, and instead of starting anything, you just freeze and panic? Let's break it down. Overwhelm is related to big picture thinking. The first thing that happens when we're in a state of overwhelm is we lack clarity, or we lose a sense of what needs to happen next in order to get us to the place that we want to be, or in order to do the thing that we want to do. The second thing is that we lack attention to the specifics or the detail, and that is because we've started to think very broadly, and as a consequence of that, we see ourselves positioned in one of two camps. We can see out there on the horizon in this imagined future place, the place that we need to be or the result that we need to attain, and then we see us in the position that we are now with a gazillion things that we need to do in order to get to that point. But instead of being able to recognize them as a series of micro steps or micro destinations, we clump them all together and start to think about them really broadly. And when we do that, we lack the ability or disable our ability to take constructive action in actually getting out there and doing one thing at a time that we need to do to get us moving forward. With that in mind, the very first thing that you need to do is get clear or re-establish your intention. What is my intention on this particular day, or for this particular training session, or on this particular ride? What is it that I'm actually looking to accomplish that is within the realm of possibility of what I can do now? The second thing is to use one of my favourite questions, which is, what is the next best thing I can do? Or what is the one thing I need to do to get me moving forward? The practice is translating some of that mental or emotional energy into action. And when you do that, even if it's not the best decision, or even if it's not the most vital thing for you to pay attention to at that moment, you allow momentum to build, and then it's much easier to maintain that energy and continue to take active steps that get you moving forward. So get clear, re-establish your intention. What is it that you can do within the realm of possibility of what you're able to do right now? And then what is the best next thing you can do to get you moving forward? And then take action. That action in and of itself is going to create momentum, and that will help alleviate that feeling of stuckness and overwhelm that naturally go hand in hand together.